Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
State versus Stephen Crump, 15-138, failure to register as a sex offender. Morning.
Judge, this is also a first appearance on a revocation. Warrant was served on December 14th.
Okay.
I do not have a copy of the sentencing order, but since it is a Division 4 docket number, it's possible that this would need to be heard in front of Judge Webb.
Okay, I think you're right. Do you have a lawyer, sir?
No, Judge.
Do you intend to hire a lawyer or make application to the Public Defender's Office?
Public defender it is, Judge.
Okay, have you filled out an application? Okay, fill out an application, turn it in. Your case is before Judge Webb. I'll have you appear before him on January 20th at 9 o'clock. Okay. Okay, thank you. That's all we can do today, sir. State versus Ernest Elliott, drug paraphernalia, possession of controlled substances, public intoxication, 110. Good morning.
Morning.
Your Honor, this is also a first appearance on a revocation petition. Warrant was served December 14th, and Judge Webb signed the sentencing order.
Okay. Do you have a lawyer, sir?
Oh, I filled out all for public defender.
Okay. Do y'all have that?
I wasn't able to go to jail yesterday.
Well. Sir, your case will be before Judge Webb. I'll have you appear before him on January 20th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. State versus Nathan Mallett, 14-32, commercial burglary, theft, criminal mischief.
You know, this is the first appearance on a petition to revoke. And Judge, it has a Division 4 docket number.
It was signed by Judge Webb.
Judge Webb, okay.
Sir, do you have a lawyer?
No, no.
Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to public defender?
An application.
Have you done that yet? Okay, fill it out, turn it in as soon as possible. Your case is before Judge Webb. He'll be on the bench on January 20th, 9 o'clock. I'll set you to reappear on that date.
Thank you.
Anthony Smith, 15-235, theft by receiving. Set for hearing today.
Your Honor, the original revocation petition is based on allegation of new offenses in Van Buren County. Mr. Smith has now been charged with new offenses in Boone County. 2016-214 is that docket number, and it's been transferred to our division since we have the revocation. I have filed an amended petition to revoke, discussed this matter with Mr. Hancock earlier this week, and we agreed that the hearing could be continued the next Friday so that the amended petition can be heard.
Have the hearing on January 13th. That's all we can do today, sir.
Your Honor, may I speak?
Yes, sir.
I've been accepted into rehab and in court, and I've got a court order from Van Buren County right here, Second Judge. Is there any way that y'all can let me go to that?
After next Friday, we may be able to do it. We'll take a look at it. Thank you. State versus Devin Sollers, 13-182. Burglary, breaking and entering. Sir, do you have a lawyer? Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to public defender's office?
I filled out an application to the Public Defender's Office last week.
Okay. Well, I don't have it before me, so I'll schedule you to reappear before Judge Webb on January 20th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Dylan Jones, 16-255.
Dylan Jones. There's been an amended information filed in the case based on the results of the testing at the crime lab, and Mr. Jones needs to enter a plea on the amended charges.
Okay, I don't see that. And you say there's amended information?
There should be, Your Honor.
Oh, but there's no original information?
There would have been. I believe the original charge was controlled substance that was not methamphetamine or cocaine, but it actually came back positive for methamphetamine, so we amended the information to allege that.
Is he entered a plea of not guilty to the amended information?
Correct, Your Honor.
Ready to go, sir.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm Brittany. I work in the operatory. I assist the doctor and I make our patients as comfortable as possible. I've never worked for anybody that seems to care for her staff like she does and really cares for her patients. The best thing about working here really is seeing people get the smile they've desired for years and seeing the outcome of happy tears and smiles.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
This way. I'm deep in the rugged wilderness, and I haven't seen a soul in weeks. You have to be extremely tough to survive way out here.
Hey, love your show.
Thanks.
Qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,500 special edition bonus on a dependable 2017 Tundra Crewmax Special Edition. Toyota Trucks, a heritage built on adventure. Toyota, let's go places.
State versus Truman, Rome, 16305, possession of counterfeit substance, rather. And 16215, possession of methamphetamine, tampering with physical evidence, DWI, refusal to submit. Pretty good. Okay, and I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I have notes in my files from December 2nd where he appeared in jail and continued to the 16th of December for a plea. I have copies of plea statements in the file, but I'm not sure what occurred on December 16th.
Okay. It looks like on 16305 there's nothing to be done today, so we will take that up. 16215.
I don't think there are any issues to take up today.
He's scheduled to appear today. Thank you. There's nothing to be done today in your case. 1649, Justin Connor, burglary and theft. Mr. Connor here. We'll check, see if he's at the jail. State versus Jeffrey Norton, 1503 out of Newton County. I'm not sure of the charges.
Yes, Your Honor. We're here for a change of plea.
Okay.
Mr. Norton, step on through, please. Your Honor, may I address the court?
You may.
Mr. Norton, prior to today, we've had numerous discussions about resolving your case and disposing of this case by a plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
You're going to speak up and stand up straight and
Yes.
address the court. In regard to that, did I present you with amended plea statement, which you read over?
Yes, you did.
And then did I read it back to you and go over it word for word?
Yes, you did.
And is that your signature on the plea statement?
Yes, it is.
And also, did you read over your conditions of probation?
Yes, you did.
And did I answer all your questions?
Yes, you did.
You're ready for your change of plea, is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Your Honor, if I may, this plea is also in consideration of Mr. Norton is a resident of the state of Oklahoma, and I believe is under the custodial supervision of authorities there for some other issues at this time. So our intent was that this run such that he would be able to live in Oklahoma and continue his various obligations there as opposed to here.
That's our understanding, Your Honor.
Counsel, would you approach and ask you a question? Mr. Norton, I'm looking at a police statement and some conditions of probation. Have you gone over these documents? Do you feel you understand what is in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it looks like have you signed both of these documents?
Correct.
Okay. Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you pleading guilty to residential burglary and theft of property?
That's correct, Your Honor.
By entering this plea, you're giving up your right to have a trial, and you also do not get to appeal. Do you understand that?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
That's correct, I am.
Other than what's set out in this police statement, have you been promised anything?
No, I haven't.
Has anyone pressured you to get you to do this? Okay. And you're pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty.
That's correct.
Is that right? I don't have the file. What is the factual basis?
Your Honor, that there was, sorry. That there was a cabin that is a recreational cabin that belongs to a Clinton Looper, and that there were certain items, a love seat and a marble coffee table, and some stereo speakers that were taken from that residence by Mr. Norton.
Okay.
And that is also the property that was stolen, Your Honor. That's a complete list of property that was taken, along with a white wooden bench.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Let me go over this police statement so I understand, make sure you understood. For residential burglary, was it your understanding you'd receive is that 72-month sentence? Was that what your understanding was?
42 months.
Probation.
42 months.
42 months.
Okay, that's a 4. That's a 4. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then 24 on probation. Okay. All right. This time, sir, I accept your plea. I judge you guilty. I sentence you to 42 months probation on the burglary. And for theft of property, I judge you guilty and sentence you to 24 months probation. You're fined $1,000. Pay $5,040 on the pay for stay ordinance, DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee, $200 in costs. Make your payments to the Newton County Sheriff's Department at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days and comply with other matters in the police statement and the conditions.
Your Honor, also
Yes,
you get credit for time served on all I think it was 144 days.
Okay.
But it may be more or less, but I think that's...
I didn't sentence him to any time, but...
I understand, but I mean, I just note that on the record, though, that the credit there, since he's got the pay for stay.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that he gets credit for the time that he was there.
Very well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And before you leave, you need to meet with the probation officer. And then after that, you'll be free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Unless there's something else holding you, which I'm not aware of.
Can I be excused?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So I'm cruising here in my new Camry, following the nav's predictive traffic. That's when I saw smoke coming from the pet store. I called 911 on the Bluetooth and began the rescue. The owner gave me this as a reward.
Wait, you got a new Camry?
The 2017 Camry. It'll surprise a few people.
Get $2,500 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,000 subvention bonus on a new 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it. That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ Service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present, ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party, and we take it seriously.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
State versus John Bryson, 16-263, theft by receiving, drug paraphernalia, controlled substances.
Your Honor, we're here today for the purpose of pretrial. I don't believe there are any pretrial matters to take up.
Okay.
The case can just continue on its current scheduling order.
Very well.
Your Honor, as far as I know, the discovery is complete, and an offer has been made, and the state has filed its motion for discovery.
Ready to go, sir. Thank you. State versus Patrick Chenard, 16-193, criminal mischief, disorderly conduct.
Your Honor, Mr. Chenard's case was originally scheduled for a reappearance next Friday to check on the status of the forensic evaluation. And I requested that the case be moved up to today's date for two reasons. One, the report has come in, and I don't know if the defense has had a chance to review it, decide what position they want to take on it. But the second reason was because I was contacted by an attorney on behalf of the hospital who is the alleged victim in the criminal case. That's where the alleged conduct occurred. And I was advised that Mr. Chenard has been contacting the hospital wanting to come there, but we don't know why. I was asked to request that there be a no-contact order entered for Mr. Chenard to stay away from the hospital unless he has a medical emergency that would require him to be there.
May I say something, sir? I did have medical concerns. I had bronchitis, and I was coughing very hardly. And the second time I went in, I was vomiting blood in my toilet. I was very sick for 2 weeks, and so I went for both those reasons, because there was nowhere else I could go.
Okay. But do you have any problem with this order being drawn that you don't go to the hospital unless you have medical concerns?
I have no problem with that, Your Honor.
Okay, draft an order.
Okay, will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I have some Newton County cases. Jennifer McCullum, 17-1, delivery of methamphetamine, possession of the same, and drug paraphernalia.
Your Honor, she's made an application to the Public Defender's Office on that approach.
Okay. Now I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. It looks like you're appearing for an arraignment. How did she plead?
Your Honor, we would waive a formal reading of the information and her plea of not guilty.
Ma'am, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty in your case. I'll have you appear for a pretrial on March 1st at the Newton County Courthouse at 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, may I have opportunity to speak to you for just a moment?
Well, we got a room full of people here, but go ahead. Remember that.
I have surgery scheduled on the 10th of January, and I need to get a bond set for my Boone County charges. I don't know how to do that. I really don't want to miss my surgery, Your Honor. Is there any way that I can get a bond set for my Boone County charges so I don't miss my surgery, Your Honor?
Boone County charges. Okay.
Yes.
Are you aware of any Boone County charges? I tell you what, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you, and they can. I'll have them pursue that so we can set the bond. So you have an opportunity not to.
Miss my surgery.
All right.
We'll figure out where it is and we can get something taken care of.
That's it.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Justin Connor, 16-49, residential burglary and theft.
Does Mr. Connor have charges in Boone County as well?
Did he not show up for jury trial? Is that what?
I think there was a trial period where he was set, Your Honor, but someone else was going to trial. But I'm not sure if there were a number of people who did not appear that day that we had reappearances before the trial date.
What do you propose?
Well, that do we have a scheduling order currently, Your Honor?
No, because he failed to appear.
I see. If we could get back on a schedule, Your Honor.
Were you arrested on this failure to appear?
I showed up in Newton County. I actually showed up at Boone County first. And by the time I got to Newton County, John Griffith or whatever, he told me I didn't have to show up at court the next morning in Harrison for circuit court. So I did community service that day, and then I turned around and got arrested on the 21st after I got back from Texas in Green Forest, and they had put me in jail for the warrant for failure to appear. And Newton County Sheriff had called Mr. Brown here, and Mr. Brown had already waived the warrant. Y'all had saved me, y'all kept me till like 6:30 in the afternoon. I don't remember the exact court date, the date to date.
Your Honor, I will say I do remember an incident where a person did appear here in Boone County and was told to come to Newton County, but I'm not sure that was Mr. Connor or not because I just don't recall. But I do show that the alias warrant was issued at the beginning of September, and then apparently he was taken back into custody on October 21st.
Ready to go. Christopher Dotson, 16-265, possession of methamphetamine.
The case is set for pre-trial today and a plea deadline next week. I've spoken with Mr. Hancock about this case, and I believe we will have it resolved on the 13th. There should not be any action today.
No issues to take up today.
free to go, sir. Dennis James Kyler, breaking or entering, theft of property, criminal mischief. 17-1. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Who represents you, sir?
Myself right this second.
Okay. Are you going to hire a lawyer?
I'm trying to see if I can get finances to hire a lawyer or the
All
use
right.
public defender's office. This really should have been a civil case, as that I was hired to work at the residence, and the residence had been burglarized by other individuals, and I had many items of his at my house trying to protect them and clean them up, dishes and so forth. And I was of the understanding that he was going to sell the stuff that was in the house and purchase materials to build decks and stuff. He's my neighbor.
Do you understand the charges against you?
Yeah, I just don't understand why they were brought in as charges.
Are you entering a plea of not guilty to these
Not
charges?
guilty, sir. I mean, I have a key to the residence that he gave me and a verbal agreement to do work for him. I got 600 hours in over at his place cleaning it up.
I'll enter the plea of not guilty. Reappear on January 13th at 9:30 for attorney status.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. A new year is upon us, and who doesn't love the possibilities that come along with a fresh start or a new beginning? Let us help you achieve and maintain a healthy, active lifestyle in 2017. Come see our large selection of organic and natural grocery, produce, restricted diet items, supplements including detox and energy, and much more. You can make 2017 your healthiest year yet. Nature's Wonders on Highway 65 in Harrison next to Thompson's Ace Hardware. Happy New Year.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet so that you know everyone is safe.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
State versus Louis Riddell, 16183.
Your Honor, Mr. Riddell is here today for the purpose of pretrial. My understanding, there are no pretrial issues pending. I want to say set for a plea deadline of next week. Is that?
That sounds right.
I don't see it. Let's see.
Yes, there's a scheduling order that was filed in August that sets a plea deadline next Friday. We're set for trial in February.
Okay.
Just leave it scheduled, Your Honor.
State versus Stacy Sexton, possession of methamphetamine, 16351. Morning.
Morning.
You have a lawyer, ma'am. This gentleman, okay.
don't think she may have been Mr. Hancock's client in the past on a separate charge, but this looks like this is a new charge, which she'll need a May application. My notes indicate she's here for an arraignment.
Okay, well, just fill out an application. I'll call your name later. Dustin Steiner, 16-7, aggravated assault, terroristic threatening, carrying a weapon.
Morning.
Morning.
Your Honor, the forensic evaluation report has been completed. The state has its copy. I'm assuming the defense does as well. I don't know if the defense has had a chance to review it to see what position, if any, they want to take on it, but have spoken with the victim in the case, and the state may be in a position to make an offer, may or may not be acceptable to the defense. If we could have Mr. Steiner appear next Friday, we may be able to resolve the matter.
Reappear on January 13th, 9:30.
Yes, sir.
Sheila Swafford, forgery, 16-354. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your Honor, she made an application to the Public Defender's Office.
Okay.
I may approach.
Yes. Ma'am, I appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Your Honor, would we have a formal reading of the information or not guilty plea?
Okay.
Looks like it's a Division 4 case. Just have her set for the 20th. I think we can get on Judge Webb's scheduling order.
Reappear on January 20th, 9 o'clock. State versus Rebecca Taylor, 16-239, manufacturing methamphetamine.
Your Honor, this is a companion case to Mr. Ernest, and so her case is going to be dispositive of whatever happens, or it needs to track. It's since it's a companion case to Mr. Ernest, suppression hearing is set on February the 3rd. That's continues to the 3rd, Your Honor, because certain things that may occur in that case may be dispositive of this case. Would you agree, Mr.?
Yes, that's correct.
Bradford, excuse me.
Plea deadline on February 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. May she be excused?
Yes. State versus Jonathan Williams, forgery, 16-347.
Your Honor, you've made an application to the Public Defender's Office. If I may approach.
Okay. You take home $1,000 a month, and you've got a $475 car payment.
It's a seasonal job. I work for a resort in Branson.
What's your yearly take home then?
Last year I took home, I think, 17 or 18. I started in June.
I want the public defender to represent you. How does he plead?
Never enter not guilty, waive a formal reason and information.
There's a plea of not guilty, reappear on March 3rd at 9:30 for a pretrial.
Thank you, sir.
There you go. Brianna Byers, 15-31, possession of controlled substances, 14-113, filing a false report.
I'm sorry, I was late, sir. We ran over. What's the issue?
Your Honor, Ms. Byers was recently placed on probation in Carroll County on a couple of cases, which actually formed the basis for this revocation. I've discussed this with Mr. Hancock. We are hopeful that Ms. Byers can transfer her supervision to Carroll County and perhaps convert this revocation to a contempt. And I believe that Mr. Hancock and Ms. Byers were looking into the possibility of making that happen. If we could put her cases on for the 13th, I believe we can resolve them on that date.
In both cases?
Yes, sir.
She was going to drug court. Is this someone else? Was there ever an agreement for her to go to drug court?
Not in my notes,
believe
Your
so,
Honor.
Your Honor.
January 13th, 9:30, revocation hearing.
Thank you.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Hamilton Berger takes on MeTV's #1 attorney, Perry Mason.
Any objection, Mr. Berger? I object. Objection. I object. Overruled.
Will Hamilton Berger ever beat Perry Mason?
Don't bet on it.
This way. I'm deep in the rugged wilderness, and I haven't seen a soul in weeks. You have to be extremely tough to survive way out here.
Hey, love your show.
Thanks.
Qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,500 special edition bonus on a dependable 2017 Tundra Crewmax Special Edition. Toyota Trucks, a heritage built on adventure. Toyota, let's go places.
Starting to look and it's starting to feel like March all over again. She said, "Ooh, there's too much rain."
I was going to do a brand new song from my new CD. And the guitar player was sitting backstage. He kicked it off. I said, "What's that?" He said, "It's the song you sent." So my sister sent him the wrong song. So I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to do a couple of hits that I remember and you remember. So I do have a new CD, and somebody asked me, "Johnny, is your new CD going to be any good?" I said, "No, I thought I'd try to do a piece of crap this time. Let's see how that works out for me."
It's good not to build up their expectations.
I know. This is a song I did it in a movie with Diane Cannon and Robert. Wait in the car while I run back to the restaurant and get my gun, Blake. Anybody ever see that movie called Coast to Coast?
Yeah.
Some of y'all lying. But for those of you that maybe haven't had the opportunity to see Coast to Coast, if you have Netflix or something like that, rent it. It'll probably cost you about 99 cents. And you probably write me a postcard and say, "Dear Jimmy Lee, you're right, that's a good movie." Picking up strangers, let me tell you about the dangers. You never know what they're out to get from you. Never know what they're gonna try to do. Picking up strangers, let me tell you about the dangers. Some are just common thieves, they say. Next thing you know, one'll steal your heart away. Sometimes this old life seems like a highway. It just keeps rolling on and on. And on that highway, you meet a lot of strangers, pass a lot of dangers on your way home. Picking up strangers, let me tell you about the dangers. If you don't like taking chances, then better keep moving on, my friend. Picking up strangers, let me tell you about the dangers. Some are just common thieves, they say. Next thing you know, one'll steal your heart away. No. Really, come on, no, really, no.
My favorite part of that song was always that high part you did. Tell me about the dangers.
That's right towards the end, huh?
I know, I love that, yeah. No, it's good.
Oh, well, thank you,
That's
John.
I love that song. I did not see the movie.
99
But I love that song. 99 cents on Netflix, that's right.
Called Coast to Coast.
Coast to Coast with Diane Cannon.
And Robert Blake.
And Robert, let me go to the car and have somebody else get my gun, Blake.
I heard the bird died.
The bird, aww.
Yeah.
Aww. They lived to be long. Well, maybe they pissed him off.
I just heard it.
Maybe the bird said, "Go to the car, get my gun. That bird pissed me off." You're rummy? Oh, this is, oh yeah, never mind.
This little boy was at the house and the telephone rang. Little boy answered the telephone. He goes, "Hello." Guy says, "Hi, son, is your mommy home?" "Yes, she's home." "Put your mommy on the telephone." "No, she's busy." "Okay, now if your mama's busy, that's fine. Is your daddy home?" "Yes, he's home too." "Put your daddy on the phone." "No, he's busy too." said, all right, son, I understand. If your mama and your daddy's both busy, don't you dare bother them. But are there any other adults in the house? Yes, there's a policeman and a fireman. He said, put that policeman on. No, he's busy. He said, well, then put the fireman on the phone. No, he's busy too. He said, son, I don't understand that. Your mama's busy, your daddy's busy, the policeman's busy, the fireman's busy. What's everybody doing? They're looking for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I was not entirely sure where that was going. Actually, no, I was, and I was wrong.
I used to sing at Gillies Club down in Pasadena, Texas, and I met... he started me out $90 a week, cash money. All I had to do was sing 5 or 6 hours a night, 7 nights a week. Tell you what kind of guy Mickey Gilly is, man. That was in 1969 I started with him. We started Gillies in 1970. And in 1980, after I got my first gold record, he raised me right to $100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for Mickey. Wow.
But anyway, I met Michael Martin Murphey. It's in the key of D. When the train pulled into the station, rolled up his sleeves, rosin up his bow, fiddle upside down, orange blossom special. If you want to make a living, you gotta put on a good show. When he smelled the smoke and the cinders, slicked back his hair, opened up his case, played Cherokee fiddle, played for the whiskey. Good whiskey never let him lose his place. He was always there, playing for the miners. Devil's Dream was a song they understood. Then he'd go back to Oklahoma. He'd wait till the train was running and the weather was good. When he smelled the smoke and the cinders, slicked back his hair, opened up his case, played Cherokee fiddle, played for the whiskey. Good whiskey never let him lose his place. See, right here is generally where a fiddle player would come in and play the fiddle part, but we don't have one. So act like we just finished the fiddle part. Big hand for the fiddle player. Now the Indians are dressing up like cowboys. The cowboys are putting feathers and turquoise on. And the music is sold by lawyers, all them old lawyers. The fools who fiddled in the middle of the station are gone. Some folks say they ain't never gonna miss him. Fiddle squeal like the engine brakes. Cherokee fiddle, he's gone forever. Like the music of the whistle that the old locomotive made. So when you smell the smoke and the cinders, slick back your hair, open up your case, play Cherokee fiddle, play it for the whiskey. Good whiskey never lets you lose your place. No, good whiskey never lets you lose your place. Good whiskey never lets you lose your place.
Whoa! I don't know. There's some hard chords in there.
How you doing? Go ahead. Go ahead.
What you mentioned Michael Martin Murphey in there.
I'd like to get one of you later. Oh, it's one of my favorite songs. You know, you gonna sing that? Would you?
She comes down from Yellow Mountain on a dark flat land she rides. On a pony she named Wildfire, with a whirlwind by her side. On a cold Nebraska night. Haven't played this since I was like 15. Oh, they say she died one winter when there came an early snow. Been a hoot owl howling by my window now for 6 nights in a row. I don't remember the words. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire.
Da 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 da.
Yeah. Woo. Michael Martin Murphey is
man,
so wonderful.
He is. He's doing a lot of cowboy poetry.
He is keeping cowboy poetry alive. Palgoy poetry. Yeah. He is
that too.
He's just unbelievable. Yep, he's unbelievable. I'm sorry. I had a moment.
I'm glad you did that.
I had a moment.
You impressed me. You were just an embryo when that came out, huh?
I was. Yeah, that was right after.
Hey, you remember Latchemy Schultz?
Have I what?
Do you remember Latchemy Schultz? Rolf and Latchemy Schultz in Pebble Beach?
No. Rolf and
Latchemy.
You
Latchemy. She was from
Latchemy. I hardly know you. I don't know. Why? No.
Well, you used to be friends with him, I think. She was from some other country.
She was from some other country.
Yes.